It's a curious thing that just a generation ago, the term negotiation had the threat of hostility behind it. Someone had to win, and so someone had to lose. I mean, come on, someone's got to give in, right? It's not a pleasant prospect, but really, the idea that both sides could win was, and in fact still, is quite a foreign concept to a lot of people. At some point of time, we all find ourselves stuck in the middle of an argument, hopelessly looking to win. But the point of a negotiation isn't to win, it's to find the solution to a problem. It doesn't matter whether it's deciding which movie to watch at the cinema or pitching your idea to your boss. You gotta know how to negotiate to get what you want. Unsurprisingly, it's a little hard to negotiate and come to an agreement with someone you don't particularly like. Sometimes, the people that I don't like happen to have skills that they can help me with, and vice versa. But my question is, what's the point in behaving like petulant children and not forming an agreement that satisfies everyone? Separate the people from the issue. If you're terrible at, say, physics and great at maths, and some other guy that you don't like is the opposite, it's just better to find a compromise that can be of use to both teams. Ego shouldn't interfere in between. No, so what if I suck at physics? I'd rather fail than ask the help of that guy. Positional negotiation is an incredibly backward tactic. It'll never give a result that satisfies everyone. Instead of negotiating position, negotiate interests. Your position is something you have decided on. Your interests are what caused you to do so. Everything important in the book can be summed up by this example. So there are two men in a library sitting beside a window, and as it so happens, they're having an argument about whether to open or close the window. One gets up and opens it, the other gets up and does the opposite a minute later. This continues, each time the men getting angrier and angrier and believing that the other one has no specific interest at hand except for bothering this one. Seeing this, the librarian intervenes and asks each man the reason behind their actions. One wants the window to be open to get some fresh air. The other wants it closed because it's blowing away his papers. Now, instead of focusing on the people, the librarian focuses on the issues. An objective criterion should surely be enough to solve this simple problem. The most obvious solution seems to be to open half the window. But then, it still means that the breeze would interfere with the papers. So this is where creative thinking comes into play. Open a window in the next room. There's fresh air and no messing up of papers. Problem solved. Learning negotiating tactics, in my opinion, is time well spent. It's realistic advice. And by simply empathetically understanding issues, developing trust, recomposing a good deal in the right place, and a little bit of creative thinking, you'll see that it's easy getting to yes.